People are always confused about how they're going to pay for medical treatment after an accident. If you're working with a chiropractor, there are many ways to pay for your medical bills. Check out this video to find out how. Hi, this is Barry with the LawFull channel. On this channel, you're going to find short videos on the legal topics that affect your life. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. And if you have any questions or comments, please reach out to me. If I can't help you, I'll find someone who can. Hi, I'm in Northbrook, Illinois today at the Lien Wellness Center with Dr. Greg Gersten. Greg, thank you for having us today.
Thank you for having me.
We're here to talk today about how people can pay for medical treatment, in particular chiropractors, after they suffer injuries in an auto accident. So you were injured in an auto accident through no fault of your own. And then a few weeks after the accident, the medical bills start coming. There's a common misperception by people involved in accidents that the insurance for the driver who caused the accident is going to pay for your medical bills up front. That's not how it works. You are on the hook for those medical bills until your case is resolved. So we're going to talk today about various ways you can pay for your medical treatment, in this case a chiropractor, prior to your case settling. So there are many ways you can pay for your medical bills, but one of the best ways is through using something called Medpay, or medical payments insurance, that you can find in your auto insurance policy. Now, not everybody has that, but if you have State Farm or Geico or Allstate, it's very possible that you have $2,500 or $5,000 or even $10,000 in Medpay insurance, and that can be used to pay for your copays and various medical payments you have right after an accident occurs. So Dr. Gersten, what is your experience with Medpay, and is it beneficial to use Medpay?
You know, in most cases that we work on patients, we found it to be very beneficial. And in our practice, it's usually one of the first options that we look to utilize for a patient so that we can help them get care immediately and get them back to pre-injury status.
So one of the things that I've seen from other YouTube creators is that Medpay is not beneficial. Do not listen to them. If you don't have health insurance, Medpay may be the only way you can pay for your medical care. And in addition to that, Medpay will pay for your copays and your deductibles. So getting these medical bills paid prior to them going to collections is extremely important. Another way that people pay for their medical treatment after an auto accident is just to pay cash. Dr. Gersten, do people pay cash after an accident?
Yeah, you know, over the last 5 to 7 years, we've seen rising deductibles as well as lower participation from patients' health insurance. And more patients do wind up taking care of their health as their own responsibility and paying for care. So if you have a high deductible, or if you may have minimal benefits, taking care of your own health care here in our office as a chiropractor has become very popular.
A third way to pay for your medical care after an accident is through something called a lien, L-I-E-N. When you use a lien, what it basically means is that a doctor, or in this case a chiropractor, is going to provide you medical care, and they're going to wait until your case is resolved, either through litigation or through settlement, to obtain recovery or payment for those medical bills. Dr. Gersten, does your office work on medical liens? Is that frequent?
Yeah. You know, in many cases, we have worked with patients on a medical lien where we look for the patient to retain an attorney that has been reputable in the past in working on cases to get them resolved so that the care that they wind up receiving winds up being taken care of.
The fourth way that you can pay for your medical care after an auto accident is by using your health insurance. Now, it's a little bit controversial. What will normally happen is you'll go and obtain medical care, and then your health insurance will pay for it, and they'll file a lien with your attorney, and at the end of the case, your attorney will arrange to pay back the health insurance for the medical care that they paid for on your behalf. What is your experience dealing with health insurance after an auto accident?
Now, in our chiropractic care, we work with many health insurances and are a provider for most. We do verifications to understand benefits. However, when someone's been in a car crash or accident, we've found that after a short period of time, they send a survey to our patients and then they've discontinued paying them. So we typically don't work with our patients who have been in a car crash through their medical insurance.
Yeah, that's true. After you get involved in an accident, oftentimes Aetna or Cigna or whoever your health insurance company is going to send you a letter in the mail, and they're going to ask you to verify whether the injuries you've suffered and are getting medical treatment for were caused in a third-party accident, meaning caused by somebody else. If you get that letter, make sure you fill it out, because it's very possible that those medical bills will not be paid until you provide them that information. In addition to getting your medical bills paid for, there will be certain things that your chiropractor provides you during the course of your treatment. You can get reimbursed for those things as well. So, Dr. Greg, what are some of the things that you provide clients during the course of their treatment?
In some cases, patients in our office may wind up needing some rehabilitation or exercise tools or equipment. They also may need some orthotics and or ice packs or pillows to help support them through the process of getting back to pre-injury status or out of pain. These things in our office we use with our patients a lot, and they find them to be very helpful in getting better quicker.
Yes, and make sure if you do purchase anything from your chiropractor or other medical provider, you keep your receipts and provide them to your attorney. Insurance companies will not compensate you or reimburse you for the products that you purchase without a receipt. One last item I want to point out to you is that you can get reimbursed for things like your mileage. So keep a mileage log of how many miles you drove to and from all your appointments. If you paid tolls on the tollway, document those as well. And if you paid for parking, you can get reimbursed for that as well. These are all things that can enhance your recovery. Hey, thank you, Dr. Greg, for joining us again today.
Thanks for having me.
Really enjoyed our time together. If you have any questions for me with regard to personal injury matters or Dr. Greg with regard to chiropractic issues, please put them in the comments below. If we can't help you, we'll find somebody who can. And I'm also going to put a link to Dr. Greg's YouTube channel in the comments so you can check out his YouTube channel as well. Hey, thanks for checking out my YouTube video today on how personal injury attorneys and chiropractors work together to get you back to where you were before an accident occurred. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me, and please subscribe to our channel.